Good morning, good morning. You are listening to Ryan Fleming and my co-host,
Marlee Fleming.
And we are Waking Up with Flem. Good morning, Marlee.
Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, listeners.
Yes, good morning, listeners. We are so glad that you're joining us on this Monday morning.
Monday.
Yeah, it was actually really interesting. We had a parent-teacher conference, just our annual mid-year conference with Declan's teacher last Friday, and she made a really kind of, I wouldn't say surprising comment, but this is the first Monday that
kids will be going to school.
Yeah, the kids have been, well, Maisie has, but in the public schools around here have been starting back since before Christmas break.
Yep.
So I think since December 16th, so well over a month, 6 weeks almost. And that was just, wow. Okay. And let's see if we can make it through the full week.
Maybe. Should be able to.
Yeah, we should be able to. I don't think that we have any kind of forecasted snow or ice or super cold weather like it was last week. So we're hopefully gearing up for a full week of school this week, guys. So we hope that you had a wonderful week and weekend. As we always do, we're just going to kind of recap and talk about our brief discussion for today, and we'll kind of go in with that. So last week was, I think we had said, just a really, really cold week.
Really cold
week. I know both kids' schools were out last Wednesday, so we had a little midweek break, which was actually really nice. I wouldn't mind doing a midweek break every week, but that doesn't always work. But what did you do, Ryan?
What?
Last week, work-wise?
I don't remember.
Well, you were in Asheville for like 7 hours, and
I was, and it was cold.
Yeah.
Got home at
7, I think. After 7.
Yeah.
I actually had to be an independent woman that day, guys.
Oh, one day.
Ryan has spoiled me.
One day.
So I actually had to go and get my own gas. How dare he? And
she always pumps her. If I drive with her, she's pumping the gas.
Yeah,
I'm not pumping the gas.
But I actually had to go and get it myself, like all by myself with the kids and everything. But yeah. And then I had to go to the grocery store by myself again. Well,
so you want to finish that story?
Yeah, we're going to back it up a little bit. So Ryan was working late. Cassidy had picked up Declan for us. Thank you, Cassidy. And so Maisie and I were on our way home. And I asked her on the way home, I said, what do you want for dinner? She's like, oh, well, we can just ask Declan when we pick him up. And so we got him. And I mean, we're like 3 houses down from Cassidy and Jared. And so I was like, all right, Declan, what are we going to have for dinner? And he said, we'll just go home. And I said, okay, that sounds great. Because once we get home...
But we have nothing to eat at the house.
But I said, once we get home, we're not going back out. We did. We had stuff that we could have eaten.
Yeah, we do. But not what they wanted.
No, but we get in and Declan, they immediately go feed the dogs. And Declan's like, I don't think we have enough food for the dogs. And I'm like, guys, that's one of y'all's chores. How could you not know that you were so low on the dog food yesterday, the day before?
They don't care.
And so we had to get back out. And of course, by this time it's 6:30, maybe 6:30. And it's 22 degrees. It's quite chilly.
It was colder in Nashville.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. And so we had to go all the way out to Walmart and get the dog food. And I might as well, while we're here, go ahead and grab some drinks and go ahead and grab some snacks and everything else. And finally we get out of Walmart and I was like, all right, guys, what are we going to pick up? You want to just pick up pizza? And they're like, nah, we'll just eat at home. So we drove back home, and I think we ended up, I had like leftovers. The kids had like cereal and sandwiches. And Ryan finally gets home. He's like, "What'd y'all eat?" And we're like, "We just ate at home." And I was like, "You want some cup of noodles?" And he fixed him some cup of noodles.
Had a pizza on the way home though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That works. But yeah. So aside from that, we had not a very...
What'd you do the next day?
Next day was the day off.
Yeah. Where'd y'all go to lunch?
Oh, okay. All right. So I am going to back up.
You know where I'm going now.
I totally forgot about this. Yes. So as I had mentioned, we had gone to Walmart the night before. So the next day, my friend Lauren texted, and I was excited that she was off too. So she's like, "Let's get together. Y'all come on over. Let's play the Wii." And I was like, "Sure," but we're waiting on Declan to get up. And it was like 10:30. And she's like, "Oh, I wish I could sleep like that boy." And I swear, guys, for him to be 8 years old, he sleeps like a teenager. It's really funny.
Except during the week.
Yeah, during the week, he's fine. Weekends, though, we kind of let him do whatever he wants to. But we didn't get to meet up with her until later on, and so she was already in the Clarksville area, and so we were just meeting up to eat at Your Pie. And we get there, we meet them. I go to get my keys and wallet out of the car because I'm not going to take my whole purse in. No wallet. Can't find it.
Where was it, Marlee?
I left it at Walmart the night before.
In a buggy.
In a buggy, yes, because I tend to just, even though it's a wristlet, I still tend to like just put it on top of the buggy, and my mind got distracted and just, I pushed the buggy back. So be glad that I pushed the buggy back, but totally forgot to get my wallet. And Lauren was so sympathetic. She's like, "Do you need to go to Walmart? I'll take care of the kids." And I'm like, "Okay, well, let me try to call first." And so while we're waiting in line at Your Pie, Ryan calls, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, I gotta tell him
that I lost my wallet in Walmart.
So, and of course, Mr. Negativity immediately comes out with, "Well, you're never going to find that. That's already gone." And I'm like, no, maybe not. Maybe a good citizen turned it in. And so so I get off the phone with him, and of course, I'm already kind of anxious and everything, calling because I'm like, I might have to get a new license and new debit card and all these other things. And it was just, it was so frustrating. And I call, and of course it's an automatic process, and finally it gets you to dial 0 to talk to someone in the store.
And then it just rings and rings and
rings for like 15 times in a row. Well, I don't have the patience. And so I hang up and I call back. It rings and rings and rings and rings. I hang up and I call back. So I called 3 times and let it ring multiple times. And so I'm like, I'm just going to have to go to Walmart. Well, Ryan calls me back, and he's like, "Have you gotten in touch with him?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Well, I did."
And they got it.
And they got it. Go pick it up. And I was like,
I wasn't that mean.
So I was like, "Thank you. I appreciate it." After I had just called you Mr. Negativity. But yes, they did have it. They locked it up. I was very thankful. Everything was secure and stuff, and I appreciated the lady. She checked my ID just to make sure that it was the correct person picking it up, and I appreciated that too. So thank you, Walmart, for securing my wallet. And I don't know if it was a worker or just a good citizen, but thank you, whoever turned in my wallet. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you. So aside from that, what else did we do during the week? I don't think we did anything else. Maisie had a birthday party that she got to go to on Friday evening, and so it was just me, Ryan, and Declan. And me and Ryan got a little nice lunch date on Friday.
Yeah, we did.
After Declan's parent-teacher conference, and we went to just a restaurant and had some good quality time with each other, just the two of us. So it was really nice. And then Saturday, we got up and just kind of fumbled around a little bit. What are we going to do today, guys? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know.
What do you want for lunch? And it's 2 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock by that time.
What do you want for lunch? I don't know.
Well, Ryan starts changing, and he was already in comfy clothes.
Yes, I did change because I had my joggers on, and then I didn't know where we were going. I didn't want to wear my joggers.
You always wear your joggers everywhere, so that's why it surprised me that you were changing.
Because they were dirty on the knees.
Well, Ryan put on jeans.
Yes, I put on jeans.
Wear jeans.
I do wear jeans unless I have to.
Ryan wears jeans for work,
and
that's about it. So when he put on jeans for Saturday,
Ryan was going somewhere. Supposedly,
like, where's he going? I guess we're going somewhere. I guess I can't let my husband look nicer than me.
So she changed outfits 80,000 times.
Not 80,000 times.
80. Okay.
Like 5.
10,000 times.
5.
5,000?
5.
It was a lot.
It was not that many.
It was a pair of pants, and then a pair of pants went to a shirt, and then a shirt went to another pair of pants. I don't like this pants. Let's go to this shirt. And then another shirt. Change those pants. And then shoes. It was a lot. It was a lot to deal with. And by that time, it was 3:00.
Well, and I think the reason why is because I saw this video that was like, when you actually stop wearing leggings other than working out, your whole mindset will change. And I'm like, because especially during the wintertime, I just tend to gravitate towards those leggings and joggers and comfy stuff. I don't look like a slob when I go out. I don't think I do, at least. So my friends can vouch for me on that one. But I don't tend to wear nice clothes unless we have an event or something that we're going to. But if we're just going out and grabbing something or whatever, I tend to go the comfier side, which I was still comfy Saturday, but it's not what I had on originally.
No, it was not.
But anyways, so we ended up getting in the car.
The only reason we went is because I was like, oh, you know what they're building in Commerce? What are they building in Commerce, Marlee?
Panda.
A Panda Express.
Yeah, he loves Panda
I wanted
Express.
Panda.
And so, yes. So that's what he was saying was that.
But nobody else likes Panda.
No, we do.
Not
the only person that doesn't like it is Maisie.
Yeah, but then they complain. And then
nobody was going to complain, guys. Nobody.
But I also talked about pretzel bites the night before. So
yes. So
it's a toss up.
Yeah. And so he was like, well, where are we going to go? And I was like, I don't care. Where are we going? Well, we get on the road. Past Gainesville. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're going to Beaufort. He's like, nah, maybe not. I'm going to probably drive us all the way down
y'all
to
don't figure out what we're having for dinner or lunch. We're going to keep driving until y'all tell me.
Well, he finally turned off and to Beaufort.
And that was the worst decision ever.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Traffic was horrible.
It was bad. It was bad. But they're doing a lot of construction.
Who decides to go to Beaufort on 3:00 in the afternoon on Saturday?
Apparently you did.
I did. That was horrible idea.
Complaints about it. But anyway, so we get there and the kids are immediately like, oh, trampoline park.
Yeah.
We want to go to the trampoline park. And we're like, nah, we're not going to go to the trampoline. So Ryan plays a game with them. He's like, all right, if you can guess my number, then we'll go. And 1, 2, 3, and they guess. It's not the number. 1, 2, 3, guess. Not the number. All right, Mom, you're gonna try it. 1, 2, 3, guess. Oh, well, I guess we're not going to the trampoline park. And so we go eat lunch and Declan's like, we're going to the trampoline park, right? And I was like, no, we just ate. Why would we go to the trampoline park and just watch you guys throw up? And he's like, well, we ended up going to the trampoline park, guys.
I told them we could put our trampoline on the truck and take it to the park at home, and they could jump at the park in the trampoline. But they didn't like that idea.
They were not excited about that at all.
We could even charge that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Lauren, there's your trampoline park idea that you had been talking about for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so yes, we did go to the trampoline park. I was not impressed.
Yeah.
I was not impressed. And I don't know if it was just because it's the winter and it's just an indoor play area for people, but between the amount of people that were there, it was
the amount of people and lack of workers.
The lack of workers, I don't know if they just have people call in or what, but they just had a lot of young people that were, you could tell, were not, thrilled to be there, did not really have any care in the world for safety or for just anything. And so there would be times like, Ryan and I, we let the kids.
I did not jump.
No, neither one of us jumped.
My butt is still hurting.
And usually we do, but Ryan was not going to jump and I wasn't going to jump. And so we just followed the kids around. And I'm glad that we did because the amount of kids, and it did not matter age-wise, guys. It was going from like maybe 5 years old all the way up to teenage years. But some of these kids just had no, I don't even know how to describe it.
I don't know, but I would like to punch several of them.
There was no care in the world for some of them. So like on the
obstacle course
ones, there was 3 like rows of different ones, and there was one particularly where it was kind of a long like blow up type of step, and then big circles. Well, some of these kids were just laying and lounging in them and swinging in them, which I get if the park wasn't like full capacity, but it was so crowded. And so I just got to the point, like specifically where I was like, can you get out of the swing? Because my kid's wanting to do this. And I'd like to know y'all's thoughts on this. Like, are y'all willing to speak up for your kids, or are you just be like, whatever?
I'll allow them to speak up for themselves. It's okay.
And Maisie got to the point to where she was saying something to like a couple of boys, and then there was these other ones that were just playing in the inflatable area where if you fall off the obstacle course you go into. Well, they were just playing in it. And some of the parents were just not involved. Some were, but some were not. I'm sure a lot of them, there was a lot of parties there, so they were probably just in the party area. But I told Ryan, I said, I think we've raised some pretty good kids, because our kids are mindful. Our kids can be patient. Our kids can be considerate, where compared to some of these other ones, they just were not. And I hate to toot our own horns, but I think we're doing a pretty good job raising our kids. But yeah, it was just very frustrating. And so like by the time that we left, we were there for almost 2 hours. Mm-hmm. And they got to try everything. And the coolest thing I think they did have were these slides. They had like kind of up and down slides that you had this little mat and you go pretty fast on them. And then you had this other one that just kind of shot down. And then at the very end, it shot up. And so you kind of soared.
It was like a jump slide.
Yeah. You kind of soared into the air and then landed on a big mat. Well, Maisie did that one a couple times. Her and Declan did the slides, chasing or what is racing. Thank you. And then we had to talk Declan up a couple of times to finally
Declan
do
go
it.
up to the jump slide and he'd get up there on it and he'd chicken out. I'm at the bottom like, come on, Pansy, just do it.
Oh,
do it, Pansy.
He did it though, guys. He did.
You can't be scared of everything.
No, and he's not on everything.
I understand.
Yes,
but
gotta give him words of encouragement, Ryan.
That's my word of encouragement.
That is not a
Quit
word.
being a pansy. And then he did it.
He did it, but you don't have to call him that all the time.
Well, can't be scared of everything.
No.
Just do it.
Yeah. But aside from that, and then yesterday we went to church, and again, we just kind of chilled out. But Ryan and Declan were watching the NFL football games.
Ryan was watching. Declan was in and out.
Yeah, and while he was doing that, I showed no interest in it. I decided to finish up the project that we had started with Maisie's room. Finally getting her walls painted and
patchwork painted.
And then her desk moved into the right spot. We finally hung her LED name light, and so her room is all fixed up, so it looks great. Woohoo! That's done. Aside from that, though, we do have now a big hole in our laundry room that we will have to patch. Frozen pipes, guys. Frozen pipes.
I think the tape's going to be there for a little while, though.
Yeah. Just until we get out of this cold phase, I think, and just make sure that's fixed, so we don't have to cut into the wall every year. But aside from that, so our topic really quickly for today is, are you gearing up for the Super Bowl, which is next Sunday?
Is it next Sunday?
Is it next Sunday?
No,
yeah, February 2nd, right?
No.
Or is it February 9th?
I don't know. Let's see.
I think it's next Sunday. I could be wrong, guys. I could be wrong. I'm sorry.
Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, February 9th.
Okay, so I am wrong. So sorry. So yes, 2 weeks away is the Super Bowl Sunday, and I think we will actually have like a little party with Declan being super excited about football, Ryan getting into football now, and who's going to the Super Bowl, Ryan?
The Chiefs and the Eagles.
Chiefs and the Eagles. So who are you rooting for, guys?
The Eagles. If anybody says the Chiefs, I cannot say what I want to say to you. Josh Allen. Sorry, buddy. You don't know who Josh Allen is.
No. But yeah, I have no interest in it. But anyways, I could care less. I don't really.
Hey, guess who I did not see last night, but once.
T Swift.
Yes, one time.
That's
game.
my only thing, is that I just have no desire to see all the woo and yay about T Swift. So yay for them. But anyways, so yes, I think we will have just a little bit. Do you do the whole Super Bowl thing? Do you get excited about it? Who would you have liked to have seen into the Super Bowl?
Not the Chiefs.
But other than that, I would love to also know what kind of snacks you like to serve at your Super Bowl parties. Is it just chips and dips? Is it pizza? Is it wings? I mean, what do you do? But other than that, that's just kind of my question for the day. We are not really big, huge football fans, but we're getting there, or at least Ryan's getting there with Declan, and this will be fun. We got to enjoy it last year with Cassidy and Jared, so I think we may just host it up at our house this year and just have some of our friends over. I'm more of just the company and enjoyment and everything, but hopefully it's a beautiful day and we can kind of take it a little bit outside and everything too with the solo stove.
Maybe.
All right, guys, but if there is nothing else Mr. Ryan Fleming wants to talk about.
I think that was it.
All right. But thanks for listening today. Thanks for tuning in on this beautiful Monday morning. And we hope that you have a great week, and we will talk to you next week.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.